Hi, everyone. It's Pastor David here again in the yard, and I'm joined with my friend and a member of the congregation, Cami Sherlock. Last week, as I was reflecting on conversations about race and why they were necessary and we should be thinking about it, Cami emailed me and was thinking about the exact same thing. She approached me, and it was on her heart that we take this moment to talk as Messiah. So I want to introduce her and her thoughts as we get together and start a new series of conversations at the church.
Hi guys. For those of you who don't know me, like Pastor David said, I'm Cami. I'm 22 years old and I've been attending Messiah since my birth. I became a member when I was confirmed in middle school. Conversations about race are difficult and uncomfortable. And as a white person, I really haven't faced any racial prejudice in my life. I haven't faced any racism. And so it's been difficult for me to find my footing in conversations pertaining to race. It's for that reason that I decided to try and educate myself on this subject so that I could have more informed conversations and be a more understanding person. But just because something is a difficult conversation or it's uncomfortable to talk about doesn't mean that we shouldn't. I can remember in middle school having white friends use racial slurs, and I stood by and I let it happen. I justified it in my mind, and I stayed silent, and I shouldn't have. And I also recall conversations with family members talking about racist topics or making thinly veiled racist comments. And once again, I found a way to justify it in my mind, shaking it off, saying, I know them, I love them, they're not racist, so it's okay. But it wasn't. I shouldn't have stayed silent. Conversations about race are necessary. We saw what happened to George Floyd, and it's terrible that what happened to George Floyd is what it took to get this sort of attention. But now is our chance to stand up and say, this isn't okay. We don't stand for racism. We don't stand with racism. And we're not okay with it. I would be so happy for all of you to join Pastor David and I on this upcoming Thursday, June 11th, for a discussion about race and how to be better allies to people in our community and our country. I also wanted to wrap things up by saying that there's a Bible verse that really spoke to me. For those of you who are Facebook friends with me, you may have seen it. It's Proverbs chapter 31, verses 8 and 9. The verse says, speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Ensure justice for those being crushed. Yes, speak up for the poor and helpless and see that they get justice. I ask that anyone who comes to be a part of this conversation keeps an open mind and keeps that verse in mind as we try to navigate this difficult discussion.
Thanks, Cami. Thank you for sharing what's on your heart. So Thursday is coming up quickly. Thursday the 11th, we will have a Zoom at 6:30 p.m., and we will share that link via email to the congregation. We're not going to post that on Facebook because we don't want to invite the whole world. This will be primarily for the congregation. But if you are a friend of the congregation, if you'd like to attend, please see somebody and get that link from someone who gets the email. If you'd like to be a part of a future conversation, email me at pastordavid527@gmail.com, and I'd love to be in touch with you, and we can connect in a way and talk about future conversations. Look forward to the Zoom link. Look forward to gathering on Sunday for our virtual worship, and have a blessed week. God bless.